Is there any slang in Black American Vernacular English, like a word that would be considered slang, or is it all?
Yeah, there's definitely slang. So every every language has slang. It's now I have to think of an example of,
That's
or
hard.
it's
It's
like
hard to separate, right? Because so many people just call all of it slang.
yeah,
And so
example.
it's hard to like separate which aspect is slang and which aspect is standard African American English.
Yeah, exactly. Like whip, for example, that's slang. Like, just regular old people not saying like, "Hey man, you see my whip?" Like, no, no regular person is gonna say that. You're gonna hear that in a song, you're gonna hear that like in some TV show or something, you're gonna hear some kids say that maybe, but like you're not gonna hear like a regular person like refer to a car as a whip unless they're, trying to say something like cool slang or whatever.
What
So
about
like,
what about bay? Is bay slang or is that standard?
yeah, that's slang too. Like it hasn't really like it's weird. It's difficult to say because like so many people use it, but like yeah, it is slang, but like it's hard to like it's sort of like it when slang like finally crosses the line to become like mainstream. Like cool, for example. Cool was slang for a super long time. Like, cool started with African American English. It was popularized in jazz clubs, and then people
Cool
just started
cat.
saying it, and then yeah, it became this thing that everybody said. And then now, like nobody really thinks of cool as slang. It's just something that we say. Um, but like that would be an example of something like of a feature because like in African American English, everybody would say like I'm cool, don't worry about me, and like that's not really slang. Like
Yeah.
like not anymore. It's like, hey, I'm okay, don't worry about me. I'm cool, don't worry. Like we cool, don't worry about it. That's not really slang. like
Yeah, it's kind of in the same category of like you cool, you good, you straight. Another phrase that people use a lot is bet. And
yeah.
so I don't like that's not slang, right? That's just the standard aspect of
That's not slang with us. Like a lot of Gen Z uses it as slang because they they got it from us. But like, yeah, so bet is just like it's like saying okay. Like the way most of us use it is just like we're saying okay. Like, hey, like we're gonna go to the movies at 7. All right, bet. It's like, oh, it's just saying, all right, okay, I understood you, I get it, I got it, we're good. This actually reminds me of another feature of African American English, where it's like bad is good, for example.
uh-huh.
Like, and this exists in like this must have come from Africa because like so many different like Africans do this as well, where it's like you take like the negative and you flip it into like the positive. Like I mean, Michael Jackson made that song or made that album bad, made the song bad. He's like, bad is good. Like, dang, that dress is bad. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
really nice looking dress, right? But like it come or it gets taken to like other level. Like people would consider that slang. However, that's just like a regular feature of African American English. It works with other words too, like stupid. Like if somebody is stupid at like, yo, that dude is stupid at that game, which means like he's so good, it's
Yeah.
stupid, it's ridiculous. And like we'll just build on that. Dude is stupid because he's broken with it, man. Like he's sick with it. Dude's just like man, I threw up looking at this dude, man. I can't like and all of that is just because they're just so good at that one thing. Or it's like, oh, like man is like man's got too much money, man's got ridiculous money, man, like nutty money. Just like crazy. Like you say the negative, but it's actually the positive just to express how ridiculous something is or like how good something is. It's like that's not slang. That is a feature of the language that if you are like looking at it from the outside, you would think that like stupid or like crazy, nutty, ridiculous, whatever I'm saying is a slang word, but it's not slang. It's just me trying to find the most ridiculous thing that I can say to express how good something is.
Yeah. And maybe the word nasty even comes into this
Yeah,
category. Like he's nasty at that.
yeah,
Like he's nasty at basketball or something like this, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like, man, that dude is dastardly. Like, yeah, it's that's one of the things I absolutely love about the language. There was a tweet from like Robin Thede. She's the creator of the HBO series Black Lady Sketch Show, and like I think it was like when season 2 premiered, and she tweeted that she got so many replies like, something wrong with you, girl. Like, oh my God, you so crazy, you need to get help. Like this is wild. Oh my God, I'm calling your mom, I'm calling the police. All of that was to say, you're doing such an amazing job. The show was so funny. I can't believe the show was so funny. It was all praise, but it's like, if you're just looking at the messages on the surface, like not knowing how we express like that sort of praise, you'd be like, they just told you that you needed to call a psychiatrist. Like they don't like